Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, formerly Theater High Altitude Area Defense, is an American anti-ballistic missile defense system designed to shoot down short, medium, and intermediate-range ballistic missiles in their terminal phase by intercepting with a hit-to-kill approach. THAAD was developed after the experience of Iraq's Scud missile attacks during the Gulf War in 1991. The THAAD interceptor carries no warhead, but relies on its kinetic energy of impact to destroy the incoming missile. A kinetic energy hit minimizes the risk of exploding conventional warhead ballistic missiles, and the warhead of nuclear-tipped ballistic missiles will not detonate upon a kinetic energy hit. Originally a United States Army program, THAAD has come under the umbrella of the Missile Defense Agency. The Navy has a similar program, the sea-based Aegis ballistic missile defense system, which also has a land component, Aegis ashore. THAAD was originally scheduled for deployment in 2012, but initial deployment took place in May 2008. THAAD has been deployed in Guam, the United Arab Emirates, Israel, Romania, and South Korea. The vulnerability and lethality analyses of the THAAD have been conducted by the U.S. Army Research Laboratory. The vulnerability assessment for the THAAD featured an evaluation of the effects of major electromagnetic elements. This included M-interference, M-radiation operations, M-radiation hazards, M-pulse, electrostatic discharge, and lightning effects on components of the THAAD system. The THAAD system is being designed, built, and integrated by Lockheed Martin Missiles and Fire Control acting as prime contractor. Key subcontractors include Raytheon, Boeing, Aerojet Rocketdyne, Honeywell, BAE Systems, Oshkosh Defense, and Milton Cat. The THAAD missile defense concept was proposed in 1987, with a formal request for proposals submitted to industry in 1991. The THAAD program benefited from results of previous missile defense efforts like High Endoatmospheric Defense Interceptor and the Kinetic Kill Vehicle Integrated Technology Experiment. In September 1992, the U.S. Army selected Lockheed, now Lockheed Martin, as prime contractor for THAAD development. Prior to development of a physical prototype, the aero-optical effects software code was developed to validate the intended operational profile of Lockheed's proposed design. The first THAAD flight test occurred in April 1995, with all flight tests in the demonstration validation program phase occurring at White Sands Missile Range. The first 6 intercept attempts missed the target, flights 4 to 9. The first successful intercepts were conducted on the 10th of June 1999 and the 2nd of August 1999, against Harem missiles. In June 2000, Lockheed won the engineering and manufacturing development contract to turn the design into a mobile tactical army fire unit. Flight tests of this system resumed with missile characterization and full system tests in 2006 at White Sands Missile Range, then moved to the Pacific Missile Range facility. The interceptor was led through development and initial production by Tory Bruno, who later became CEO of United Launch Alliance. Lockheed is pushing for funding for the development of an extended-range (ER) version of the THAAD to counter maturing threats posed by hypersonic glide vehicles that adversaries may deploy, namely the Chinese WU-14, to penetrate the gap between low and high-altitude missile defenses. The company performed static fire trials of a modified THAAD booster in 2006 and continued to fund the project until 2008. The current 14.5 in, 37 cm diameter single-stage booster design would be expanded to a 21 in, 53 cm, first stage for greater range with a second kick stage to close the distance to the target and provide improved velocity at burnout and more lateral movement during an engagement. Although the kill vehicle would not need redesign, the ground-based launcher would have only 5 missiles instead of 8. As of 2020, THAAD-ER is only an industry concept, but Lockheed believes that the Missile Defense Agency will show interest because of the weapons under development by potential adversaries. If funding for the THAAD-ER begins in 2020, a system could be produced by 2024 to provide an interim capability against a rudimentary hypersonic threat. The Pentagon is researching whether other technologies like directed energy weapons and railguns are better solutions for missile defense. These are expected to become available in the mid to late 2020s. The THAAD missile is manufactured at a Lockheed Martin facility near Troy, Alabama. The facility performs final integration, assembly and testing of the THAAD missile. Hope you guys loved the video. Don't forget to hit the like button and please do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to all, so you can get the notification on each upload.